you know, these sorts of things here, that's our industry, that's what we do, that's what you do, that's what you signed up for. And it's only getting more and more as we go along in the industry from our perspective. The apprenticeship system is integral to our industry and we have to protect it. It's very important to us. It's something that we'll work really hard on. I know the Printing Industry Association and the AMW is very passionate about it, really passionate about it. But we actually get involved in this sort of stuff around our apprenticeship system, our industry and social issues out there. That's what unions predominantly spend their time doing. So I hope you enjoy the day today. Ask any questions you have of us. We're happy to answer any questions, but it really isn't a day for us to be talking at you. It's just about bringing you along, hearing your experiences, and giving us some help and advice on what we can do better to improve our apprenticeship system out there, because without you, our industry does not survive.
I've been doing it for about 8 months now.
Yeah.
Yep. 8 to 10 months. So yeah, I've been enjoying it. Yeah.
I work at Griffin Press. I've been working there for about 5 months now, 5 to 6 months.
Probably about 18 months now. Yeah.
Almost 2 years now.
For about 4 months, 3 months now.
Since like December last year, so about 3-4 months.
I've been there since December of 2013, so 16, 17 months, something like that.
The training, expanding my knowledge. Our business has gone through a bit of a change in the past 6 months. So having this apprenticeship going alongside the expansion of the business has been good. I can apply it almost straight away.
It's pretty rewarding. When people ask you, what do, you say you're a printer, they always they either go, oh, okay, as if they know what you're doing, or they just ask, and you know, it's kind of a good feeling knowing that you've got a qualification and you're good at what you do in an industry that people don't really know too much about. It's a heavily underrated industry.
I know some people don't like the pressure, but I do like being under the pump. Obviously sometimes it gets a bit much, but it's good to be able to go in and not have to stop and be able to get it all done, and doing the design part of it, being able to design something and then have it printed and print it yourself and finish it, and then go down to the supermarket and see your stuff on display, which is really rewarding.
I think it's getting to produce and create interesting things. When you get a good job that you basically run through the printers and it's something exciting and cool, I think it's that visual impact that I like about it.
I'm not being a suck up here. I honestly love people because I've had a bit of trouble in the past, kind of gaining good mentorship, a good strong mentorship, and the people that I work around now have been so understanding and have helped me just work at my own pace, have not rushed me, and have presented me with all these opportunities as well. So yeah, it's been really good.
Just the challenges you come across and always keeps you on your toes when you run the machine. So many different things can go wrong.
It's very interesting to learn about the machinery and the printing system and all the processes that go through that, and seeing the finished product go on to, because I do labels, seeing finished products go to the shelves and seeing that.
I suppose I'm taking on a bit more of a management role. Not necessarily recently, and I think that was originally my employer's direction for me, but certainly having this and applying it quite quickly to my workplace has put me in a good position to improve the workplace in regards to communications with the other guys, better ways we can manage OH&S, better ways we can manage production efficiencies and things like that. So
many different technologies that have come through and really helped expand and introduce new fields to the printing industry and graphics industry too. So I'm really interested in getting into screen printing, things like that now. Perhaps one day even starting up my own business in graphic design as well.
Quite a few now after coming here, definitely quite a few forms of printing and different styles, like places to go, like graphic design and stuff like that.
A lot, especially coming to this has been really eye-opening. Being in Mandurah, I think there's only a couple of apprentices, but you don't see them. All the TAFE stuff done online. So being here, I didn't really realise how much of a good job I was doing until I came here. I think everyone's really surprised about it, and because I didn't know I was excelling that much, I'm still in a bit of shock about how good it's worked out for me.
Yeah, definitely. I'm basically just finishing up a diploma in graphic design, so I think starting the apprenticeship was basically a foot in the door into, I guess, that industry, and plus to learn that extra set of skill set. And I mean, I think from that, I've kind of started to see, you know, more doors that I can kind of step through eventually, instead of just basically, you know, just graphic designer or whatever.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's a lot more into it, like just making simple things as labels, and you don't realise how much goes into it until you actually do it.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, I guess you touch a little bit on that through like my previous studies and stuff like that. I guess it's changed to see different facets of the industry, like in terms of, you know, finishing and then everything that kind of, I guess, goes into making certain products. Like, I mean, in terms of like binding and all that kind of stuff, I mean, you know, you have a rough understanding of how a printer works, but when you see binding machines and all that kind of stuff, I guess that's, you know, to see collectively how much work goes into making, you know, a single book or something like that is interesting.
A little bit, only in regards to the scope of work that could be obtained or could be utilised. I originally thought it was quite narrow, I suppose, like a lot of other people's views. Since being in the industry more firsthand, and with the apprenticeship, it's opened up to the scope, so you can do label printing, web printing, design, packaging material, and all sorts of stuff. So, whereas we're quite a conventional sheet-fed offset business currently.
Yeah, look, it has changed. Like I said before, it's an underrated industry. I thought as well. Yeah, you're just running a photocopy, all that. I've definitely got a lot of respect for it and the people who work in it.
Definitely get into it. It's so rewarding.
But it's a really good place to learn, especially if you're interested in graphic design and arts and creating things. It's like very interesting work, lots of places to go through that work, and you can do anything from running machinery or working computers.
I'd say don't worry if you don't know what you're going to do after school, and be patient with yourself too. There's a lot of things that you don't learn in school that you'll pick up later on, and your skills will be transferable to so many different other industries too. I think I went into graphic design not knowing what I was doing, not really knowing what it was about, and then figuring out for myself that I'm quite passionate about it, and then that moving into print as well. And I've always been passionate about books and reading, so working at Griffin Press has allowed me that opportunity to explore that passion a bit further.
I would say don't be scared. Don't be scared of asking questions. No such thing as a stupid question. Yeah.
I think it's a great way to go. I mean, I didn't look at it and go, yeah, I want to be a printer. It's not something you really think about, but you've got to look at it in the fact you're not a printer. You're comparing yourself to something you don't understand. You're someone that's producing beautiful work, absolutely beautiful work, whether it's even just an invoice book. You know, people get that and it looks really professional, and it's really, really rewarding to be able to do your job, have a finished product and give it to a customer. And I mean, a lot of the creative people out there want to be an artist or want to be a graphic designer like I did, but some people, I don't know, it's not enough, but being able to, you might not have all the freedom to do what you want and design what you want, but it is very, very rewarding as opposed to if you were just, being an artist and selling your art, because you can always do that in your own time. I think it's a very, very rewarding industry to get into.
You'll be around printers that have been around the industry for 30 years. Just take in as much as you can off them. I've got a lot of experienced people around me and just learning different things from different people.
Obviously people that haven't done it or don't know about it aren't going to know anything about the union or anything like that. So if they can't get access to that, more than all of them, all the printers are more than welcome to sit down and have a talk to you, even if you just pop into there's a printer, there's always a printer somewhere. Just pop in and just say, can you just show me what you do, because you don't know until you look behind those doors. You don't know what happens, and it is completely different to what you'd imagine. So I just say, go out and have a look and try and experience for yourself.
Don't have one mindset. Always keep your mind open for other opportunities that are coming down the road. Like, never say never.
The term, digital's killing the industry, I think is very misguided. In some way, shape or form, in the industry itself, digital still plays a massive part, because you still need people to design it. You still need production guys to at least put together a web page of your newspaper print and things like that. In regards to conventional printing, I think it's not going to go away. You're still going to have your flyers for all your shows and flags, and if you feel like you want help on an extra on another machine, go up and say, mate, I'd love to learn that folder. 9 times out of 10, being a smaller business, a bit different, but they'll go, cool, no, next job will go over my shoulder. Yeah, just don't be afraid to ask.
Start with what you know, with what you're good at, and then build on that. Don't bite off more than you can chew, and yet, most importantly, be patient with yourself. I've also been blessed with the opportunity to work with friends in the industry that I've known from TAFE days, so we've all kind of been growing with each other in the industry. It's been good to watch that side of it too.
The forum's great. Kids are great, questions are good, the workshops are going really, really well, and they're participating really good. And some of the comments, even though they're repeatable and similar, it just shows the same issues that we confront with universal issues. So it's good feedback, What
do you think of the day?
Very good. Yeah, it's a good time, mate.
Yeah. Felt like you made a contribution?
Yeah, definitely. Very, very informative, I think, for everyone here. So I hope they took some information home.